everybody, and welcome to Bonus Action, where friends don't let friends adventure alone. I am your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, or DM, David Armstrong, and I am welcoming you all to Bonus Action. If you've never seen or played Dungeons & Dragons before, basically it's a collaborative storytelling game, and everybody has different responsibilities. The players, our party members, have each had to create a character, and each of those characters has their own feats, their own stats, their own backstories that they've made, and eventually they're going to come together as a party of 6, and they're going to go on some grand adventure. And we usually call those campaigns. This is our first campaign. It's going to be taking place in my homebrew world, and what a homebrew is, it basically is just a word for I made it up. It doesn't exist in any other work. It is going to have influences from all over realms of fantasy and fiction, and some outside of the realms of fantasy and fiction, as my players will discover, as all of you will discover. But I'm very excited to share it with you all. It's a world that I've been playing and running games in since I was 15 years old. 15-year-old me would be very excited. If I went back and told him, he would be pretty psyched. Well, first he'd be like, "Get out of my house. What are you doing? You look like me. That's weird."
How did you get here?
How did you get here? Please get out. You know the security code. I think you're part of the family, so that's cool.
You look a lot like me, but a little older.
Are you my dad? I am adopted, so this makes sense.
This took a turn!
Keep it light, keep it light. This is the intro.
You did tell us that story of you meeting your dad when you were younger, and he just left. So
And I
maybe
used
this
the
was it.
Patronus charm to, I saved myself on the lake.
Nice.
And the story that gets told is told through rolling dice. The players are going to be making decisions. They are going to be role-playing their scenes. And I, as the DM, as the Dungeon Master, I set them challenges. I give them the stakes. I play the rest of the world. So we'll see what happens. It can all seem very intimidating. I know a lot of people who are going to be watching this are maybe interested in playing Dungeons & Dragons for the first time, but they feel some hesitance. They don't want to play. They feel like it's very intimidating. It's a lot to learn, but one of the main things that we want to show at Bonus Action is that it's actually very fun to learn as you go. It's not as intimidating as it seems, and there is a whole community of people who want you to sit down at the table and play, because there's stories waiting to be told. And so, this is going to be one of ours, so I hope you sit back and enjoy it. I'm going to introduce two of the players. Oh, this is the other thing. So, a campaign usually starts, everybody meets, and we go on this adventure. We wanted to try something a little different. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, who knows. But the team of 6 have been paired off. They work for a company. This is all going to make sense in a moment, but they all work for a company, and this is basically a team building exercise where they've been paired off and they're going to go on their own little odd job, little fetch quest basically. And this is our first one, so I'm going to have 2 of the players here, and I'm going to introduce them to you. Just them. We'll get to their characters in a moment, but our first player, you already know her, you already love her. If you've seen anything associated with Previewed, you know Kitchenette, best friends, Amanda Nicholas.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
How are you, Amanda?
I'm doing great. I'm excited.
What's your relationship with Dungeons & Dragons previous to this?
Not a whole lot, actually. So I play currently with some of my friends, and we've been working for a couple of years now, gosh, on we've made it up 2 levels. We're really, we're level 6.
A true campaign. That's how a real campaign works.
It's it's very long and drawn out. We have 7-hour playing sessions. It's a total blast. And it's very it's been a very gentle, loving table for me to enter into, because I knew really very little about it. My brother, when I was little, we had a little starter kit at home, and he ran a game for us, but he was 6 years older than me. It was very exciting, but also very intimidating. And so I bought into the world. I've always been super into sci-fi, but didn't know really what it was to play. So I am newish to D&D and enjoying it. And I play a druid in that game, and I am not playing a druid in this game. It's gonna be
a teaser for
different.
later.
A teaser.
We love
Not druid. Everyone mark druid off on your what will Amanda be
if you have
playing chart.
on your betting pool.
On your
if
betting
you had
pool?
Amanda is druid.
I
you're-
think druid was expected, so actually, this is the.
Makes sense.
Aha! I gotcha.
And joining Amanda next to her at the table, you don't know him yet, but you are going to know him, and you're going to love him. I'm sure I do. He's a fantastic improviser, fantastic comedian. Maybe you've heard his voice in some audiobooks if you listen to audiobooks. I could say that, right?
Sure,
Didn't
absolutely.
mention a brand.
Sure, no. Any
They have
yeah.
books.
They're books,
They're
audiobooks.
available.
No one owns the word audiobooks.
Yeah, no,
They better not.
they better
Because
not.
I'm in big trouble if
Otherwise
they
we're
do.
in trouble. It's Josh
I owe
Hurley.
a lot of money to a lot of people. Hello.
Hi, Josh Hurley. How are you?
So nice to be here with all of you today. David, our wonderful DM, or can I say campaign manager? Is that
Sure,
weird?
yeah, please.
Because if this is a campaign, you are
CM.
managing it, so
I'm
you
the
are
CM. I love that
Yeah, filter it through. Well, you know, I'm here to talk politics today, so I hope you're ready for a lot of political talk and divisive
Oh, boy.
combat, verbal combat. Okay,
Fantastic.
great. But yeah, no, my name is Josh, and I have had the privilege and pleasure to get to work with many of this incarnation of our wonderful game that we're playing here today, and I feel very blessed and lucky to be here and to have a good time with everybody. I too have had a little bit of experience playing with some friends, and in that one I play a cleric, and we've been playing for a few years as well. And I think we're not that far ahead. I think we're like level 7 or 8, maybe. I should know this. So if you're watching and the group that I play with, please.
Do you know the character you're playing, Josh?
I
Are you making this up?
Yes.
There's a fever dream.
Right. Shoots and ladders is what we're doing today,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Great.
correct, yeah.
Okay. I'm all about the shoots. I have a level 7 shoot, -3 ladder, so I'm hoping to gain my ladder stability today.
I'm statting this out right now. I have to make this a homebrew. This is
It's
great.
oh, I'm already there, man. I can give you
I
all
love
the
it.
details.
Okay, great.
I'll give you all the details. No, but you know, I'll tell you this. When I was younger, I used to play. I don't know if I can say this. We can cut this out. But I used to play. I used to play a game called Hero Quest. I don't know if you've heard of this game, right? And nobody would play with me. Like the only people that would play with me, like bless her, was my mother and my Aunt Martha. And I remember we had we played this game at our cabin, and it's very like D&D light, if that makes, you know. And it's one board, and then there's different scenarios and stuff. But we'd play at my cabin, and my mom and my aunt ended up like getting in a fight, and they were cursing at each other over this game. So like, sorry, Mom, to reveal this.
This is the
camera,
intro.
but-
Keep it light.
Keep it light. Yep. Told you, I can get very divisive here. But my point is that we had a great time and I loved it, but no one ever played with me. So discovering D&D a little bit later on has been like awesome and so fun. And I'm still, like you said earlier, I've been playing for a while and I'm still learning a lot of things. So just be prepared for me to be blundery.
The other thing about it is that D&D is so many rules. It has so many rules. Not all of them apply 100% of the time. So if the rules are what's intimidating you, I would say ignore them. Josh, I just want to note for the audience, Josh, you're playing a cleric in your home game. Mm-hmm. Amanda's playing a druid in the home game.
That's correct.
I'm just noting it again because when we get to introducing the characters, that's going to be very funny. And I do want to shout them out because they're not going to be on camera for this one, but they are here. They're like teching and or what do we say? Mage handing. They're mage handing for us just off camera.
Yes.
You've heard them laugh already, so they're wonderful. And we wouldn't be here without them. So it's the left guy and the right guy themselves. Jay and Adam are in the room.
Little spirit fingers.
They're never far away.
They're always watching.
They're always
Wish
watching.
we could go home.
You are home.
But I think that's it. We're about to meet Josh and Amanda's characters. They are about to go on their odd job. So without further ado, I want to formally welcome them and welcome you all to Wild Country. Whoa! Is that good? Is that a good intro? Does
What just happened?
that make sense?
We're in a whole new world.
These digital effects are amazing.
Nailed it. Nailed it. That's like when you're like, lights please. Perfect.
So
So, a sailing ship heading northwest from the capital of the empire to the Galatian mainland. It's a pretty nondescript stretch of land, if we're being honest. It's no wonder the general population flocked to Selbin and made that the capital city of the empire, the capital island, a lot of folks like to call it. It is jokingly, the mainland is jokingly referred to as Kyle Nethrir, which is Elven for wasted potential. Other than the snowy and high-rising Shiverfrost peaks, not much happens on Kyle Neth. The half dozen or so cities are more north, on the far side of the island, and they pretty much act as stopover ports for ships that are going to due north and going to the verdant forests of Cephalar. Maybe they're going to the untamed wilderness of Margon. Or maybe they're going to the more industrious western lands of Lemured, or the dwarven lands of Keth and Jor. And the camera sort of pans out over the water as the screen brightens, and you can see this incredibly clear water. You can see down into it for a couple of leagues. It's a breezy summer day. Nice good current. Just on the periphery of the camera, you can see the side of a ship moving towards this port on the Galatian mainland. And on the side of the boat, it says the name, it says the Persistent. And it rises up from that name onto a few people sitting or standing, kind of leaning over, looking towards the port city that they're heading towards. So they're still a few dozen or so, 2 or so dozen miles off. But there is one figure in particular standing, and she seems to be looking out. Amanda, if you would like to introduce us to what character we see looking towards the port.
Well, you see Barbie Medusa, the half-orc, dainty barbarian. She grew up in the Rosewood, which is in Illendale, and she was in a pretty gruff, upbringing, and she was always the weakling. But she's actually kind of a beast. She can do a lot, but she was sort of told over and over again as she grew up that it's like really nice that you want to help, but just maybe go over there because she kind of messes things up a lot. So she's like a little wistful, a little vapid, a little happy to be here, but she's got like a palish purple skin. She's got these like tusks. She's got her hair pulled back in a no-nonsense pony. She's got a big old double axe. What's it called? What's the thing? What did I say?
A great axe?
Yeah, it's a great axe. It's a big old axe. It's a great axe. And
It's a great axe.
She's got a little armor. She looks ready for adversity. And just a little wistful. She's looking for her purpose. She doesn't see it out on the horizon just yet.
As you're looking out at the horizon, you're looking at the port of the city of Ornament, which is nestled in the Shiverfrost peaks, and it's kind of a disaster city because it's prone to coastal flooding on the port side, and it's prone to avalanches on the mountain side. So it's pretty much just them dealing with different consistencies of water.
That feels like a metaphor.
Whoops. But you're on the Persistent, you're persisting forward. They have recently tried to rebrand themselves a little bit as an adventure tourist spot. And so you're heading there. As you're looking out, we sort of, the camera like zooms in quickly into Barbie's eye, and we go into this flashback. You've all, the player characters will eventually be joined together under this company, which you have been sent out on this quest by the Alice Sterling Grimhold. And the Alice Sterling Grimhold is co-owned by one Alistair McAlpine and Sterling Holloway, two partners who are just finished construction on this complex in the capital that is charged with retrieving and trying to gather and secure all of the errant magical items that have spread themselves out throughout Wild Country, mostly prehistory, mostly pre-Empire, and a lot of them are dangerous. They're either accursed, enchanted, hexed, jinxed, or otherwise maledicted. And hopefully one day, as you retrieve all of these, the Alice Sterling Grimhold is also trying to disenchant them. But they are quite powerful. This is an ancient magic that most of them were made with. Your flashback, you are standing in the office. It's kind of this pretty plainly appointed round circular office that I don't know if Barbie would be comfortable enough sitting in there. She's standing.
Absolutely
Where is she placed herself in the room? It's kind of this. Oh, it's kind of an oval office. There's like a desk and then like 2 seats on the far side for people to be sitting, and then another seat for whoever's office this is. But where would Barbie be?
So she's like back off to the side. She doesn't want to be in the way.
Sure, absolutely.
Just hard to do in an oval. Sorry. Where am I?
She is facing the door though. She's got good sense. She knows to like.
Go ahead and roll for corner. See if you can find a corner in the round room.
I have advantage on corners, so I just want to say.
I am a corner hunter. So you're standing.
I watch a lot of corner in my spare time.
You're standing up against a wall.
Yeah, back to the wall.
Back to the wall, but facing the door.
Yeah, like I can see the door in my periphery, so I've got everybody in my.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
Yeah.
Door opens and walks in. Already, you're familiar with this person. Standing about 6'4". And it's a little weird to say, but because elves are so long-lived, it's a little weird to say an older elf, like an elderly-looking elf, but that's what he is. Dark skin, green eyes, this long, very straight white hair, almost goes down to his waist. It looks like he's wearing what used to be like clerical vestments. So they maybe at one point were like long and flowy, but they have since been like tailored and hemmed to be like kind of a suit. If that makes any sense. It doesn't look great, but nobody's ever told him otherwise. But he sort of strides in and he's using what used to be like his arcane focus, this like staff that has like this eagle that's not affixed to the staff itself. It looks like it's like gently hovering above where the metal of the staff ends. And it looks ever so slightly like it's like flying a little bit in slow motion, but a little hard to tell. It's almost imperceptible that it would be moving. But he's using it most of these days as a walking stick. He walks into the room, sort of starts walking very purposefully to the desk, and then stops and... Bobby, are you all right? You can sit if you want.
Oh, I'm okay.
All right.
You can sit.
Thank you. I am gonna sit. He takes his place at the desk. As he sits down, he places the cane. It remains standing by itself, and then he turns like the nameplate, and you see Alistair McAlpine, co-owner, on the little nameplate. Barbie, it's been a couple weeks since the incident. How are you feeling?
Oh, well, a little shame and general confusion and, a little overwhelmed still, probably.
Valid. All of those are valid. Mm-hmm. I understand. What we are doing here is going to require a lot of unorthodox methods, and I'm going to need certain people who have a sense of danger and can willingly put themselves in those situations.
Oh, I can put myself in danger. That's fine.
Oh, all
Just
right.
don't tell my family.
I wasn't planning on it.
Okay.
They think you're working an internship at a pretty, just a sort of magical inventory warehouse.
Right.
And that probably sounds all right to them.
That's fine. Yeah, they tend to try to if they don't want me if they can basically I'm the one.
Take a breath for a moment.
They don't like me to get into like the thick of it, but I'm strong. I can take care of myself.
I believe you.
And I want to help. So let me help.
Well, I know it doesn't seem like it. You have a lot of what would be negative emotions and feelings about it at the moment, but I want to tell you that what you have is a gift. It is something that can be useful. And the best thing I can do is I'm going to guarantee, do my damnedest to make sure that you feel like you are in control of it.
Oh, that. I don't like feeling out of control. It's very uncomfortable for me.
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to get you set up. You're heading north. I don't know how often you've been on a ship. I would say, I mean, Wild Country is an archipelago of islands, but I can't imagine Barbie's been on a ship all that often.
She's been left behind.
That's true. So maybe this is the third or fourth time total that you've been on a boat?
Yeah.
We flash forward as those last words, Alistair, sort of leaves you with those last words you hear, like echoing. Make sure you control it. Make sure you control it. And we're standing back on the deck of the ship. Just at the very last moment, as the last thing you hear his voice echo. You hear another familiar voice that you encountered in the Rosewood, who says, "Yes, you can control it. That is what we are going to find." But you're heading towards the port, and you're sort of interrupted as a voice comes out, sort of shuffling with another familiar figure. Sir, I've told you 3 times during this. It's about a 5-hour journey. So a couple times this has happened now. This gnomish figure in like the uniform that's on the Persistent. They have sort of crew uniforms. This gnome sort of pulling this human figure that you're familiar with. Sir, I've told you 3 times, that Triton is the chef. He's not food. Please stay out of the kitchen. Miss Mordusa, if you wouldn't mind, if you could please have a bit of control. Josh, would you like to introduce what character we see
First
here?
of all, I think he would say, well, why was he covered in grease and looking delicious? That's on you, buddy. Not me.
No, well, nobody's supposed to be down there. That's the point. You're not supposed to be in the kitchen.
I wasn't down there until I was, so I kept the rule.
He sort of frustratedly, like, just sighs and little gnomish, like, and he turns to go.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey, Todd.
Hey, oh boy. They call the ship the Persistence, but they should call it a pain in the assistance. If you know what I mean. I don't know if that works or not, but that's all I had at the moment.
Okay. Are you hungry?
Yeah. I tried to take a little snack downstairs, but he said he was the cook, so couldn't do that. But that's okay.
Make anything that we could eat, maybe?
Well, something smelled really good down there.
It was him.
It was him?
Oh, well, I don't know.
I mean, something. It looked like he was cooking up something. I don't know why it wasn't for us. I mean, we're on the ship, so.
I mean, that's reasonable to me. I don't know why that guy was so upset.
I don't either. I mean,
might have some rations in my, if I can get my, I'll get my bag, and you can have some of my
Oh,
food
no.
if you want it.
I have very clear skin. I don't.
What?
What did you say?
What?
I don't see any rations on you.
Oh. Rations.
Rations.
Like food things.
Food things! All right, now you're speaking my language.
I didn't. Yeah, I got some food.
I understand.
Would you like some of my food?
Yeah, I'd love some. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I'll get it.
Thank you. Wow.
As you talk of rashes and rations, R&R, that's the new game.
R&R, rashes and rations.
Josh, do you want to describe Todd for us?
So we start, it's a very traditional shot. We start with the boots. They're that sort of furry He-Man style boot that, you know, if you're my age, you'll know. If you're not, then you'll now know how old I am. And you slowly pan up to see these really chiseled, strong, firm legs. And you just hear this sort of like wah sound, and then you go up to the midsection, and then again another furry sort of belt, He-Man-ish, but there's some cloth there, there's some fur there, and then you go up and then to this nice round, hairy, fat little belly, and you hear a wah wah as you pan up. And then slowly back up to a really chiseled chest.
Yeah. The music starts
up again, and it's like the orchestra goes, yeah, oh, hey, oh, we got to pick this up, guys.
Barbie's eyes are following this.
Yes.
And Todd's noticing that, and he realizes and he sees that she sees his belt. He's like, yeah, I know.
But then she pulls up hers and she's like, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah! And they high five.
Hey, yeah.
And so you see his big chest, big burly chest, very barbarian-ish to his face. And his face is like this nice thick beard with a big blonde, long flowing blonde hair. And he looks out and he's strong and supple looking, and a sparrow just flies right in his face. And he just grabs it. Not today, sparrow! And he throws it off.
Birdie.
You hear a splish in the water as it lands. Doesn't take off flying again.
And I turn and I say, that's what I look like when I flip the bird. Hey!
I don't get
I
it.
heard that joke the other day and I thought I'd try it out. And this was the perfect time to do it, but apparently it didn't play out that well.
Well, I was just thinking we could eat it, but I mean.
Oh man, that's a brilliant idea.
In retrospect.
No, I should have thought of that. I'm sorry. I don't have my brain's a little wonky. I have a hard time remembering things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to jog your memory?
Yeah, if you can.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe just like a good thump.
A good thumb for what?
I don't know. Just like a memory jog. My uncle fell once and he hit a rock, and then he knew Elvish.
Wait, he hit a rock and he all of a sudden knew Elvish?
Yeah, I mean, he said he did. I don't know Elvish, so it could
Whoa.
have been just made up. But
Let's
seems
try
like-
it. Let's see
okay.
what happens.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
this.
hold still.
Okay.
Roll for an attack. I love that this is the first roll.
This is an attack.
The inaugural roll is PvP.
That's a 22 to hit.
Oh my god.
That hits.
That's
That hits. You just do unarmed strike damage.
yeah, 6 damage.
6.
Oh.
As you take 6 damage, the camera zooms in, similar to Barbie. It goes into like kind of a woozy like eye as you've been hit on that side. And we see a flashback. It's the same office. Alistair's already sitting. You're facing away from him, and you just hear as like you've been hit. We go into this flashback. You hear Todd, 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 over here.
Over
Hello.
where?
Hi.
Hi.
You okay?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I think so.
You seemed a little distracted.
Well, I'm sorry. I was out of it. Where am I right now? Why are there 3 of you?
It's all right. You're in an office. You're pretty safe. Remember, I'm about to send you out on a little mission for me. You're going with. Do you remember her name?
Laura?
Pretty good. Only took you 27 tries, and you were still wrong.
Sorry.
We're getting better.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. I'm
All
sorry.
right,
I
I'm
should know this. I think it's something.
Very good. Yes, it's Barbie.
Barbie.
Yeah.
That's it.
You were close.
Close.
I could tell. Don't worry. I'm gonna write everything down.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. But the thing that's sort of important that I want you to remember is in this sort of team building atmosphere, the thing I'm hoping, my main hope is that she makes you a little bit more careful.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I am a little prone to a bit of rage
Yeah.
and to a bit of extreme action on occasion. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't have my faculties about me.
There's no need to. Whoa.
What does that word mean? Faculties? I don't think I've ever said that word before, but I feel it's right.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that word before, Todd.
Faculties.
Faculties is very good.
If I say it 25 times, it's mine. It's an old thing that my mentor used to tell me.
Oh.
If I say a word 25 times, it means I'll remember it.
Oh, right. But they said that it's yours? That's how they phrased it?
Yes, I have possession of the word.
Wow. That's very fey. Like, that's very, like...
I own that word too, Faye.
Oh!
That's one of my words.
Because you said it 25
I
times.
said it 25 times. I'm sorry. I apologize. I feel like I'm a little frustrated
That's
right
all
now.
There's no need to apologize. But that's the main thing. I think she's going to have a good influence on you. My second hope, though, my sort of lesser hope, is that I hope you can teach her a little bit about how to be a little bit more reckless.
Oh, I would love to. I feel like that's something I can do.
Wonderful.
I used to work with the youth in back home, and
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Like an after school program?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
What was it called?
But some of them didn't go to school, so technically it was more just a program that takes
anytime.
place at a certain point in the day that
Right.
has nothing to do with your education on account of you're not in any sort of form of public
Don't want
education
to
at the
discriminate.
moment.
It's a during the day program.
That's it.
Yeah.
So they were in that, and it was called Todd's Tots, and they were, we would do activities and stuff like that.
Sure.
And so I'm really good at getting people to fight and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I like that. That's why you're here, Todd. And hopefully we can help you with the other thing.
Thank you. Can I ask you one question?
What? Yeah, anything you want.
How do you get that eagle to fly on top of that stick right there?
What eagle? And the flashback goes back to you're standing on the side of the boat. Barbie has just brained you. Can you just roll a wisdom check for me?
Yes.
Not a wisdom save.
11.
11. Unfortunately, no new language comes to you. No Elvish.
Did it work?
I don't know, but I feel like I was in like a round room with someone that I've talked to before about
You had like a vision?
I think so. Well, no, I got my vision back now, but I was able to see this person in my brain.
Oh,
And yeah, it was interesting.
okay.
He said something about getting you to, and then Todd does a quick move to see if she reacts, if Barbie reacts.
Barbie 100% does not. She is not
Whack!
ready.
I just whack her on the.
And I think you hit her raised
Okay.
fist, and it's
Oh!
self.
Three Stooges style. Couple of points. Yeah. Couple points of damage. Yeah, you hit. Not.
Do I
realizing
have
it.
6 points of damage for my head injury, or?
I'll say you could just take 3. Just take
Okay,
3 points.
3 points of
That's
damage.
fine with me.
And
Okay.
I'll take 3 as well.
Yeah, take 3.
All right.
That's good.
Just for flavor.
Sure.
Yum,
Flavor
yum.
is when it doesn't really matter. It's
Right,
for
but
fun.
it's a little bit of. It means a little something, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. But
there
he
should be
does it just to
consequences.
say, and he says, he says, "Oh, sorry, I think I'm supposed to help you be a little more reckless." I don't know if I'm supposed to say that out loud or not.
Oh, wait. Reckless?
Reckless.
Oh, I don't know if I can be reckless. I mean, I'm trying to be in control of things, you know what I mean? Because I had this thing happen. I kind of blew up a cart with my body.
Wait, what do you mean? Like, you blew it up?
I was trying to help this guy. He was all smushed, and I was trying to, and I just wasn't strong enough, and I just felt like really mad, and then it just exploded, and the car got all, it was like destroyed, and do you know Alistair? That guy, the one he brought us together, right? Like this is his
Yeah.
thing. So anyway, he helped smooth it all over, but it was like a really big deal, and my family was really mad and embarrassed of me, and just I don't know what happened. It was really weird. So I'm trying to maybe not
Whoa.
explode any more carts.
Is that what I've heard my mentor say something like that they've seen cases of telekinesis before? Is that a thing?
I don't know. That's probably what it is.
I don't even know what that means. But
Telekinesis. I didn't even hit my head.
I don't know. I just heard that before, and that's amazing power that you have. That I've not been able to blow anything up. I can, if I run into something, it breaks. But
Yeah.
I can't explode anything.
I mean, I can't do it on purpose. So it's not great.
Wow. You know what? I gotta say, I really like you a lot, and I think I'd like to fight alongside you at some point. I don't know what that means, but I just feel like we need to fight together.
Todd, I don't know you very well, but I'm stoked.
You know, if you use that word 24 more times, it's yours.
As
Stoked.
the camera pans up from the deck of the ship,
Stoked.
as Barbie says "stoke" 24 more times.
She loses count.
The camera rushes forward, and the boat eventually, it's another couple hours. You can get concessions like downstairs. Think of it like the Staten Island ferry. Like there is some stuff. It's a longer trip than the Staten Island ferry. It's about 5 hours from port to port. So you're on there a while. So there is like provisions that you can get downstairs. They just didn't want you in the kitchen, Todd. It's just
That's okay. Can
yeah.
I point over to the side and go, look, there's the statue of missed opportunity right there. There is no statue.
Right. It's in the mist. Yes. So you are heading towards, as I said, the city of Ornament, disastrously poised between two pending disasters constantly. There's some seedier connections to deal with in the city still. But again, a lot of the places are trying to rebrand themselves. Todd, you actually feel, as you're like coming back, and as Barbie's saying, stoked 24 more times, you feel like a scratchy textile next to your chest. It just seems to have shifted around. If you were to pull it out, it's attached to like a leather rope, simple leather rope attached to a piece of paper, and it says "From Alistair," and it says, "Todd, 3 important things: the Dapper Dragon, the Glass Menagerie, and bring it back."
The Dapper Dragon,
Stoked.
the Glass Menagerie.
Stoked.
And I put it right here.
Stoked.
Go ahead, roll a history check for me.
And one moment, I'm getting my sheet back. So
Rolling stats,
Being cranky.
rolling skills already. History check.
Okay, I believe that is a 12 plus 1, so 13.
13. The Dapper Dragon was the location that was given to you in Ornament. You don't remember what it is. And the Glass Menagerie is the magical item that you are sent to retrieve. Bring it back. It looks like there was another word that was like sort of scratched off on the piece of paper. With a 13, I'll say you don't remember what it was.
Okay.
It looks like it's been scratched off.
And I bring it from my back, and I said, well, that didn't do anything. Oh, bring it back, like take it back. I see what it's saying. Okay. I don't know how that applies, but okay, the Dapper Dragon. I know that's a location.
What are you saying, Todd?
Oh, sorry. Have you ever heard of a place called the Dapper Dragon?
Have I heard of a place called the Dapper Dragon?
I would say probably not. No.
Nope.
I have a feeling we're supposed to go somewhere in the vicinity of this place, of this said place, and retrieve, I believe, a said item from said place.
A Dapper Dragon.
A Dapper Dragon.
Okay.
And then we need to bring it back.
To Alistair.
Yes, to Alistair.
Okay. We can do that. Where do we go?
That's a good question.
Just as you're saying that, the same gnome that brought you back to the deck of the ship from trying to eat the chef, the gnome is now walking around saying, port of exit, have your port of exit tickets ready. The boat is about to land at Ornament.
We're supposed to keep our tickets?
I don't know where I might. Do you have?
Yeah, I don't have.
Did Alistair give us?
No,
I don't know.
I don't
Should we
have.
just run?
Yeah, let's just run. I think that's our best option. Look, that little guy hates me already.
Yeah, he's kind of a dweeb.
He is a little bit of a dweeb.
He's a little bit of a knob. All
We
right.
didn't get any food out of this either, so I'm a little bit hangry.
Okay. Well, you can still have my
Rangry.
rations.
Right. Food.
But
got
after,
it.
we'll run first.
Okay, let's
we'll
do that.
earn it. Okay.
The boat arrives, and you two are just running. Make dexterity.
Are we running, or we're running around the boat until it actually lands?
Yeah, you're getting
Like
revved up.
revving it up, yeah.
revved-
like cartoon style.
Get revved up. Make some dexterity saving throws. I'm gonna have the
Nat 20.
Oh my god, yes.
Barbie's feeling great.
15.
15. Bit of a homebrew rule. This isn't a consistent thing. I like to reward nat 20s, so if it's a nat 20, it's pretty much an auto success. Of course, the cost is a nat 1 is an auto fail. Nothing disastrous. I don't like the thing where it's like you hurt yourself for however much damage. Your weapon breaks, some terrible disaster. It's just an auto fail. No big deal. But it is a nat 20. What did you roll, Josh?
I rolled 13 plus my 2 decks, so 15.
15, great. With the nat 20, you two are very obviously like revving up. Like this is like the most obvious. Like this is not the way you would dine and dash. Like you guys are like, here we go, getting ready to leave as soon as the boat arrives. But the little gnome has gathered some of the security to like they've prepared themselves, and Barbie just grabs your hand as soon as the dock extends and the walkway extends. You take off running, leap very cleanly over the guards, and continue running into Ornament.
That worked out great!
That was great. I turn around and I go, thanks for nothing, jerk!
Bad dweeb!
Then don't come back!
We won't!
Oh wait, we might have to.
Shoot.
The boat's leaving.
Nuts.
But you have arrived in Ornament, a little out of breath, but nobody caught you. You have your location in mind, and the object that you're set out to look for. What would you like to do?
Yeah. So we want to settle the belly before we settle any other business.
You can go to the Dapper Dragon itself. It is a tavern, so they will have food there. You can also partake of something else. The city is made up of 2 main areas. It's the Spearvein Yard and the Shipnap Cross. So the cross is they nickname it that. It's under the slogan where you come to pray and to play. So the cross is where the temple used to be, this ancient temple, and now that temple's sort of hollowed out into like a strip mall kind of place. And initially it was basically disaster preparedness. So it was like, you can buy your parkas for the avalanches and your sandbags for the floods. It's since diversified into other things that you can buy. That's the cross, and then in the yard, that's where everybody goes to play. So there are a bunch of taverns there: the Dapper Dragon, the Loose Connection, the Angry Batterpillar.
I want to go to the Angry Batterpillar.
I know. I kind of want to go there now.
You are welcome to.
Do you
A
think
Batterpillar.
that we should go straight to the dragon, or should we wait because maybe it's a trap and go elsewhere first?
That's a good way to put it. I think it might be good to do a little what do they call it? Matthew reconnaissance work, and go out to the side and check it out first, and then we'll come back and do some Renaissance work.
Wow, you're really smart.
Thank you.
I didn't even realize this is a Renaissance era. That's really smart. Okay, so
We got to do it.
which direction do you want a Renaissance first?
That's a good question. Do we see any sort of signs, or also how busy is it?
It's pretty bustling at this point. You guys have arrived in about the mid-afternoon, so a good amount of traffic. Not like crowded, but yeah, it's relatively busy.
I do a good sniff. To
Sure,
see if any particular direction smells the best.
Make a perception check.
All right.
If you're sniffing, do you have danger sense? Or there's a barbarian thing.
Oh, let's see.
There's a barbarian thing, and you have like some
Oh, I do
wisdom.
have danger sense.
I think
That's
Forgot.
3rd level, I believe.
Hold on. I have advantage on dex saving throws. Oh, I forgot about that. Against effects that I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
you could have seen it. You did see those security guards. You could have used it.
Well, I have nat 20, so I didn't.
You didn't need it.
Didn't need it.
Didn't need it.
Didn't
need
want
advantage.
it. Didn't need it.
Booked
Didn't
and
know about
blessed.
it. Yeah, exactly. Didn't know about it, but didn't need it.
All right, maybe I'm thinking of a different subclass. But go ahead and make a perception check.
I
Four.
did. I forget
Can I give
what it
her
was.
advantage, or
Yeah, give her advantage.
Oh, thanks. I'll roll it again.
Give her the
'cause
help
it was
action.
Not a great
help
one.
you out?
Oh, 22. Thank you for the
22 is
help.
great.
Yes.
Yeah, you 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 smell a very distinct like fried like fish and chips, like tavern food. The smoke of the smell like wafts by a sign that you both completely ignore that says this way to the yard, but you follow the smell instead. But it's going to the same place.
So I just grab your arm and say, this way.
And
With the nose.
And then I just scream in the face of someone walking by. I was like, "We're going to eat!"
Okay! This little hobbit with like its family, like, oh boy, get out of the way, kids!
Bye!
Bye!
You see one of the little kids like, bye! Very excited.
I go. Todd runs back and hands him a flyer about Todd's Tots. He's like, "Check this out. First 3 sessions are free, and your parents can come and have a good time too." And then I run back.
Come on!
Thank you, loud man. You see the dad take it from the kid. Don't take things from strangers. But you head off. You follow the waft of the tavern food, the greasy tavern food that you're following, and it takes you to the Spearvein Yard. You could see a few of the other taverns. It looks like some people are like doing like a tavern crawl. Like they're like there's like a couple of places that have like longer lines. There's a few other places of recreation spread out between the taverns. But you can see a very on one like wooden sign, you can see that's sort of lit up with like a prestidigitation spell. You can see a little animated, like it's supposed to look like a neon sign, but like it's like a magically animated dragon that's like the wings are moving, and it is like in a very formal tuxedo.
It's very cute.
Silk cravat, but you can see the Dapper Dragon, and then you can see next door the Angry Badaczewski. It is, and for those of you playing at home, the Angry Badaczewski it's a caterpillar with a bat face on the front.
Naturally.
Turns into a batterfly.
I don't know about Todd, but I want to make this my home. I want to live in this town.
I feel like you're home. You've made it
yeah.
home. When you're here, you're home.
You're home.
There it is.
There it is.
Where are you going? Here, you've been you're at like kind of the crossroads of the yard. You're welcome to go to the Dapper Dragon.
I think you're right. We need to do a little bit of spying and resilience work here.
Okay. So what do we do?
Well, that's a good question. I'm supposed to find the glass menagerie. So I have to we're supposed to find something called the glass menagerie.
Okay, is it made of glass?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, that doesn't narrow it
doesn't
down
help very much.
No.
I know.
We could ask somebody.
We could ask
Is
someone.
a secret?
I think it's probably something that we're supposed to keep somewhat on the down there.
On the
quiet,
down where?
But down the low.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. Maybe. But we gotta find it somehow.
Okay. Well, I think we should eat first.
Yes.
Probably.
All right.
Because I think better on an empty stomach.
So
I
your
mean, a
sense
full
of smell.
stomach.
Yeah, I do too. This needs some stretching.
Me too.
So I know you have a great sense of smell. Obviously, you led us here. Like,
yeah.
Are either tavern given? I know we said we would kind of stay away from it, but I don't know which one is leaning either way.
Let's flip an axe and
That's a great idea. I love the way you think.
And I say, all right, this side up, we go that direction. This side up, we go that direction. And I throw it in the air.
Oh, good lord. So first of all, make dexterity saving throws for me, please. You have advantage.
Yeah, can I give her advantage?
You both have advantage.
Oh, we both. Are we both making
You both have
dex saves?
advantage, yes.
Okay.
I rolled 2 nat ones.
What?
Oh!
A 1 in 400 chance already?
Is that true?
Look at it.
Whoa!
Oh my
Wow!
God. That's incredible.
This is amazing.
The axe.
I'm terrified.
The axe flips into the air. We go into slow motion. Falls straight down. Lands in the dirt. Blade, like on the blade. Doesn't give you either choice. Lands straight up.
Well,
Shoot.
at least nobody was murdered.
All right, maybe you should choose.
All right. I think the only way to do this, probably the best way to do this, is to flip an axe and determine on which side of the axe falls. That's where we go.
Well,
So-
but we.
Todd
didn't
does the
we
exact
just-
same thing.
Make a dexterity saving throw. You have advantage because of danger sense.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay. 14.
14. Okay. You know what? I'll roll for this. Let's see what they. You're gonna head to the Dapper Dragon.
Great.
That's what I got.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess this means we're going to the Dapper Dragon.
Okay.
So,
Great.
all right, let's do this.
Okay.
You head over.
Dragon.
You head towards the dragon. The dragon is it's inanimate. It doesn't pay attention to you. But you head in. It's a pretty simple wooden tavern. Asleep next to the door, sort of nodding off, a large, pale green-skinned orcish woman. She's got her arms crossed. You can hear her like lightly snoring. She has the classic like full orc like underbite, so like the tusks just. Sleeping next to the door. You can see a couple of the tables are occupied. Looks like there's a couple at one table. Looks like they're very excitedly talking. It looks like they're like poring over like a little map that they're holding. At the bar is this red-haired, long, curly-haired, red-haired human woman. Looks like she's washing the prerequisite, tavern tankard. Has a little towel in it. Throws it over her. Oh, welcome to the Dapper Dragon. Can I get you anything to drink? Anything to eat?
Oh,
Yes.
yes, please.
Yes.
Watch, I have an idea. Let me try something. Yes, I'd like 2 tankards of ale, please, and 1 glass menagerie.
Hang on. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll for her. She, full transparency, she doesn't know what the glass menagerie is, but I'm gonna see if she, maybe she's heard of it. Nope, not with that roll. A gentleman's two
Thank you,
is
thank
what we
you.
call that. And a gentleman's two is a 2. But she starts to go for like 2 tankards and starts to go for the ale. She puts them in one hand and starts going under the bar for the ale. And she goes, glass menagerie? I've not heard of that. Is that a new drink, a sort of something that I can make you?
It's a cake.
It's a cake.
It's a cake. Oh, well, we don't have cake here. So
Got it.
if you want cake, you'll have to go, somewhere else. But yeah. She laughs. Cake blocked, yes. Very funny.
Thank you.
I'm Rosie, by the way.
Rosie.
So if you need anything, you can ask for Rosie.
Thank you, Rosie.
That's really
I'm
nice.
Todd the Barbarian.
I'm Barbie the Barbarian.
See, I told you it would be funny. The cleric and the druid, historically the 2 most stressful classes you could play, are 2 barbarians. Fantastic. Well, Todd, Barbie, wonderful. Well, welcome to Ornament. Welcome to the Dapper Dragon. Normally there's a dress code. You're supposed to be a little bit more formal. That's the Dapper part. But we'll make an exception one time.
I have nothing against wearing a dress, but I did not bring one, so I apologize.
didn't either.
It
I
doesn't.
could wear one of those little ties that one the dragon has is really
Oh,
neat.
very cute.
Yeah, you can wear one of those. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a dress.
Oh.
You can wear whatever you like.
Oh.
But it just has to be a little bit more
This
formal.
is what I like. Form fitting.
No. Have you ever worn a formal dress? No. You've never worn like a sort of suit or what the dragon was wearing. Have you ever worn?
Never. But I really like that tie. I could wear that.
Yeah.
I could just put that right on here. I mean, it would go with my outfit.
They
right?
have them available in the cross if you ever want to go and you can
Well,
Great.
yeah, that would be
Can
fun.
we eat first?
Yeah, we're very
yes,
hungry.
please. What would you want to eat?
What do you have? It smells delicious in here.
Oh, you're probably smelling the fish and chips.
Yum.
They're making that, in the back. So yeah, we're fortunately very close to the water, and there's a lot of flooding. So really, we just pick up the fish, right there. Then it goes away, and we all say fresh fish and chips. So
Todd
we can
looks
do that.
around a little like, where are the? Okay, no fish here.
You could see a little bit of like water damage on the carpeted floor. Yeah, if you 2 fish and chips, 2 tankards of ale. I'm sorry about the glass menagerie. I don't know
That's
what
all
that
right.
is.
We're very hungry, so could you make it 2.5 fish and chips, please?
Yes.
For you? I'll make it 2.5 fish and chips.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She yells to the back, and you can hear like somebody reply, and then they start to you start to hear like a grill fire up, and they start to make some fish and chips for you. You can sit at any table you like. It looks like there's a few empty tables. Like I said, there's only like a couple other people in here. Again, there's a couple poring over a map. It looks like there's an older human woman who's sitting sort of by herself. It looks like she's poring over something as well. You can't quite make it out. The map, the couple's holding the map up a little bit, and they're like looking at it together. The woman has something flat on the table, so you can't see it at this moment. But most of the rest of the tables are free.
Well, Barbie, it seems there's a few people around here. I don't know if any of them seem more reliable than
I want to
others.
talk to the half-orc lady. She has very prominent tusks, and I feel like that means she's smart.
Oh, I think that's brilliant, and
I'm
I'm
gonna go
all
wake her
about
up.
that.
You wake her up. You tap her on the shoulder.
I go, yeah, excuse me, hi. Oh, hello. Sorry, you just, magnificent tusks. Wanted to let you know I'm Barbie.
Welcome to the Dapper Dragon.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Can I help you find something? What did you
Yes.
say your name was? Barbie?
Barbie, and this is my friend Todd.
I'm Todd.
And
Nice
we're
to meet
looking
you.
for the glass menagerie.
Again, doesn't.
We just like to cut that Gordian knot and go straight for it.
What could go wrong?
Right, no, nothing. Very discreet.
You've walked into Mos Eisley and just been like, where can I find a Jedi?
I lowered my voice.
Yeah, we were very quiet about it.
You only asked her.
Yeah, it was our form of stealth, right? Yeah.
Formal stuff.
It's formal stealth. I want some stealth tuxedos now. Fantastic. She sort of looks at you.
Oh, Barbie. It's a very pretty name. I've heard of a glass menagerie. I don't know what that is.
It's a cake. That's all
It's a
right.
cake.
Thank you so much. We just thought
There
we'd
is a
check.
bakery in the
Is
cross.
it good?
I mean, my cousin owns it, so I don't like to be biased, but
You can
when
be
it's-
biased.
Oh
It's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
you could buy us anything you want.
Yeah, if you want to buy us a cake, we'd be totally
We'd be so
excited.
we'd be honored.
It's pretty freaking good.
Oh,
That's what I'd say.
All right.
I mean, yes, if you want me to buy you something, I can. Oh, you know what?
Wow,
It'll be
you're
on the
just
house.
The nicest.
Oh, you
be
are
on the
so
house.
nice.
Oh
How
my
about
goodness.
That is so nice
Can
of you.
I give you a hug?
She stands
already
up.
going
She
in.
stands. She stands up at full height. Kind of catches you halfway, but then great, yeah. How tall is Barbie again?
6'2".
6'2". She's a little bit shorter than that. So like when you've like reached down to hug her, she's like,
Buried in my chest.
hello, sorry. Wow. She grabs your arms like underneath. Strong arms.
Oh, thank you. Wow, you're just the nicest. Real nice to meet you.
You really are. Can I sing you the thank you song we sing in Angbari?
Please do. Please do. I've never been to it.
know,
I've never
you
been to
can
Angbari. This
sing?
is great.
You should. Well, I can't really, but it's something that we learned. It's a form of gratitude.
Oh, please.
And I just get in her face and I'm like, thank you for what you've done. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Thank you.
was
She
really
she
excellent,
applauds.
Todd.
She applauds along as well as you retreat from her face. She. Wow, this is very nice. Wonderful. Please don't do anything illegal. I'm the bouncer. I will throw you out.
Oh, of course.
So don't do anything illegal.
No, we're
No, we
We would not.
absolutely
We're
fine.
law-abiding
We're
citizens.
very legal.
Yeah, we're very legal.
Thank you.
We're so legal.
Great. All right.
Hey, speaking of, did you see that eagle on Alistair's staff?
Yeah. How did
That was moving. That was so. And we walk away.
She goes back to
We're
sleep.
enthralled with our
Wonderful. You find a table. Is that?
Yeah, let's find an open
An empty table.
An empty table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
table,
we
sure.
sit down by ourselves.
A little time passes.
can I-
Almost.
can-
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Can I we go to a table with just one person sitting there. I'm like, excuse me, is this table taken? And I slowly slide them off the table.
Well, it was, but now you're. Oh, okay, fine, great.
Thank you.
I'll just sit over here.
Thank you, my friend. Well, we found an empty table.
Oh, look at that.
You're now at an empty table, but the one chair that was at that table is now gone, so you have no chairs.
We stand.
Yeah.
You're standing at a table. It's at seating height, so it's very below you too. But a little time passes by. Rosie comes and brings your drinks, so you have those. Tankards of ale. There's a little bit of honey in them. So yeah, a little
How
bit of
sweet.
taste. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Thank you. We love the jokes. She goes back. Your fish and chips should be out in just a couple minutes.
I just got it, because like Rosie is like a rose, and honey comes from a bee when bees make from the flowers
Wow,
that they
that
get.
went way over my head. I didn't even
even realize.
Your brain, man.
That's wild. Thank you, Rosie, for the Thank you for the laugh.
There's a very long silence, and she just goes, "Sure," and then walks away. Walks back to behind the bar. A little bit later, a little bit time passes, and she brings the fish and chips as well.
Oh.
Thank God. And Barbie just just houses.
Perfect.
I look at you and I am like,
Really good.
I do the same thing. Just kind of bury my face in it.
You look back at the bouncer, and the bouncer just one eye opens from her nap, and she goes back to sleep.
And I yelled to Rosie, "This is really good, thank you. Would you like me to give you the thank you song that I have?
No, I don't want you to choke. Don't
okay.
with food in your mouth. You shouldn't. Don't sing the thank you song.
Consider it sung.
Yes, yeah, it's in my heart. I'll sing it. I sing it in my head.
I want to learn the thank you song.
I'll teach it to you someday.
Can we harmonize?
Oh yeah. And what does that mean?
Well, it's when I sing, but not quite the same notes that you're singing.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I do that without trying.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, that would be great. Can I just say, and I grabbed my tankard and was like, this day started out so terrible. I tried to eat someone and they wouldn't let me. But I'm really liking what's happening right here. I really enjoy getting to work with you.
Me too, Todd. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ah!
And then I just turn and I just slowly go to nobody. I'm like, she's learning the song.
You clink a little aside to the camera. As you say, she's learning the song. The camera sort of tracks back to the entrance. You see a group of 5 people enter the tavern. The bartender or the bouncer sort of wakes up from her nap again. One eye opens. She sees them walk in. She just gives a little thumbs up. They all do acknowledge her. Nobody ignores her or anything. But they all. One of them actually does like tap her on the shoulder, kind of with some familiarity. They go to another open table, and you can see them immediately, like more or less, start talking. Rosie sort of. One of them looks up, and Rosie just points at the table, like without any words, and they nod, and she gives a thumbs up as well. She starts making what presumably is their usual drinks.
Hey, did you see what I just saw?
I saw there. People and drinks?
Yeah, those 5 people just came and sat down like they knew what they were doing.
Oh, do you think
Oh, I think
that they're people that know what they are doing? I don't know what we're getting at.
I think they might be somebody who might know something about He takes it out again and looks at it. Return this to the glass menagerie.
Oh, the cake. No, it's not a cake.
Not a cake.
That's been the subterfuge.
Oh, cake sounds so good though. We are gonna get cake out of this, right?
Subterfuge.
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 We now own subterfuge.
The little Xbox like achievement pops up next to you guys. Barbie owns subterfuge.
Oh man,
Todd owns subterfuge.
bronze.
Edit it in. We'll do it in post.
Okay,
right,
so
so-
do we talk to them?
I guess, we don't have much of a choice.
Should we offer a chip or a fish?
That's a good idea. But then I look back down to my plate and I'm like, there's not much left.
You're right, me either.
Maybe we could buy them something. We could buy them a drink.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you have money? Do I have money?
Oh yeah, how are we gonna pay for this?
Uh-oh.
You guys do have some money.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, we got money.
We have money.
Oh, thank
We've got
goodness.
money.
Okay,
We
thank
have a
you.
little pouch.
We're sent with a per diem.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's buy him a drink.
Okay.
And let's casually
Yes.
ask them just what they're up to.
Yes.
And if they happen to be
Yes, someone who might. We'll casually throw it into conversation and use our subtlety. We'll use some subterfuge and put that into the conversation.
The glass menagerie.
The glass menagerie.
We got this.
We got this.
Let's do it.
We're so ready.
You walk over to their table. That looks like they're, as I said, like enwrapped in some deep conversation already. They're not talking too loudly. Seems like a bit of an argument as you're walking over. So it is kind of a wild maned like Chester A. Arthur, like looking faced bugbear. So kind of hobgoblin-esque, but like a little bit more feral and wild. Next to him is like up on their like crouched up on the chair, like not with their feet on the floor, is a little kobold, so a little like lizard, a little cowardly, spindly Komodo dragon looking guy. Next to them is like this like peaceful looking, like almost a stoner, like it's a Kalishtar. So he looks human for all intents and purposes, but he has like this very pale purple, almost like lavender skin. And it just like, it looks like he's sort of just vibing along with the conversation. And next to him is a Knoll, so that's like this hyena-looking, just an absolute disaster of a boy. Looks like he's like drooling and like it looks like Ed from The Lion King, like the insane hyena. But it looks like if Ed had was like trying to get clean and then accidentally found meth. So he's just
accidentally.
Like accidentally. It's always accidental. But like it's a very like contrast of energy. Like you just see this Kalishtar like sort of nodding along with like this long like sun bleached hair, and then next to him is this Knoll just and then finally next to him there is like a tall copper dragonborn who is sort of sitting with his arms crossed across the table, and it looks like he's sort of holding court with the other four. You know, when we left, we were supposed to bring it. We were supposed to hide it. We weren't supposed to have it out. Why would you bring it out? I'm sorry. You see the Knoll like, I'm sorry, boss. I'm sorry. It's just so clean and so pretty. I just had to look at it. And the Kalishtar like puts a hand on his shoulder. It's all right, man. It's all right. It's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. But you walk over, and the bugbear sort of gets everybody else's attention. You're facing the bugbear when you walk up, and he sort of sees you and looks at the other four and sort of subtly like puts his hands out, and everybody stops talking, and the bugbear says, "Oh, can we help you?"
Hiya.
Yes.
Hi. You may help us.
Yes.
Maybe.
Maybe, yes. It just seemed like you were walking over here with a bit of a purpose.
Yes, my partner and I saw you from across the bar, and we couldn't help but notice the intensity and the way you are holding court here at this table, men and women, or whatever gender you may identify as. You certainly are holding court here, and you seem very interesting, and we're from out of town. We're new here. So we were just hoping you might help us get acquainted in some way with this area here that we are in.
Yeah.
I'll let you, Todd. I'm gonna let you. Here, you have a choice. You can roll persuasion, or you can roll deception.
Oh, okay. Persuasion or deception. Both I have a +2 for, so I will do. I think he's trying to be a little deceptive here, so I think I'm gonna roll deception.
Okay.
So, 18 + 2 is 20.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay. The bugbear who is facing you looks at the dragonborn, who looks like they were the main person talking. Sort of gives them a quizzical look. The dragonborn, she turns her chair to face you. Says, "Well, if you're new in town, why don't you take a seat and join us?"
Wow, thank you so much.
you.
We would really
We would love that. Yes.
What are you drinking?
Fish and chips.
You're drinking that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Drinking.
that's fine.
We're drinking
Ale.
ale.
Rosie's very accommodating. She may have
I mean,
whipped it into a puree.
inhaled it so fast I might as well have slurped it right up.
She puts a little honey in it because her name is Rosie on account of the fact that her name
you
is a
get it?
flower. And
You see the Knoll go, I get it, that's very funny. That's great. That's great. I love that joke.
I love your energy.
yeah,
Thanks.
yeah,
Where are you guys from?
fun group.
We're from the boat.
From the boat.
You from a boat?
Yeah.
You live on a boat?
Well,
That's cool.
We're on a boat.
we were on a boat for a
were
little
on a
while. We're actually here on business
and pleasure.
and pleasure, and right now we're not sure whether this is business or pleasure.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
And our
the
business,
Dragonborn, likewise, wonderful.
and that is our business, is to meet you and to speak with you.
And we just want to know what's up.
What's up?
What's up with this
What's
town?
up with this town?
And how can we help? We
And-
just want to help.
And I couldn't help overhear you talking a little earlier about something. We're great at finding things.
We are so good, and we're muscles.
We're muscles.
We're
just
if you
can
need
see that.
muscle.
touch. I mean, if you want, it's up to you. But go ahead and touch that.
As you're like you've barely like given it away. The Knoll's already like, it's so much. It's so many things. It's a lot of textures. It's a lot of.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And there's more where that came from.
Yep.
Can I touch you too?
Go for it.
Yes, great. It's different but also strong.
Like a massage.
It's great.
You
you.
have good
you.
fingers. You should be a massage person.
I was a masseuse. Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
A
Well, we can
masseuse?
tell.
Masseuse. Oh, very good. Yeah, we can tell. Sorry. 25 minutes yours. If you need help finding anything,
Or just resolving a conflict.
conflict
We're good at
resolutions, finding and resolving,
Fighting and finding.
finding, resolving,
And finagling.
fighting, finagling, finding,
finagling.
resolving.
You're,
We're part of the FRRFC. Or
as you add to this acronym, you're starting to see like the Dragonborn and the Bugbear are both now like the Bugbear is like leaned back in their chair a little bit now, and they are their eyes have narrowed a little suspiciously, and it seems like you've gotten the Dragonborn's like rankles up. They're a little bit like on guard now. Well, I must say, I mean, you're very friendly, very wonderful to meet you, as I said, but I think we're okay. I think, if you don't mind, we'd like to get back to our conversation, but we hope you have a wonderful time here in Ornament for however long you're here.
well, thank you for that, but unfortunately, we're not that good at taking no for an answer. You're all great, but you need muscle. I can just tell right now. You could use someone in your group like us for short term.
We're pretty great.
We're pretty great. We're good at
excellent.
finding.
We're nice people.
The Knoll turns to the Dragonborn. They had a lot of muscles, boss. I could feel them. They were alive underneath my fingers. It was great.
This guy knows what he's
Thanks,
talking
man.
about.
That's really nice of you. Honestly, we're trying not to come on too strong.
No, no, you're coming in
Yeah.
with the exact right energy.
Thank
This
you.
is
We're
great.
really strong.
This is great. The Knoll stands and like shakes each of your hands. I'm Uldrum. I'm Uldrum. What's your names?
I am Todd the Barbarian.
I'm Barbie the Barbarian.
Wonderful to meet you. Barbarian, that makes sense now with the muscles. Yes.
what did you say?
Very good.
Uldrum?
Uldrum.
Uldrum.
Yes.
I'm like an old drum.
Have you ever thought about that? That's very funny.
That's how the kids at school used to bully me.
Oh no. Well,
Do you know any of them still? Oh, sorry.
We can
Barbie.
fight them.
We can
also,
fight them.
Come here.
We
And
can
then
rip their
she
heads
goes
off.
She goes
over and
for-
buries his head in her bosom.
And as you're holding Uldrum, you could tell like he's taking it. He's not resisting, but you can feel him going.
Ooh, this is a very active hug.
Never had such an active hug. It looks like the Dragonborn has sort of returned back to the table. And hearing all of that again, very politely, but you can tell like raising in like, yeah, there's a little bit more of an edge now. They say, oh, again, thank you for stopping by and offering your services. Very grateful. I think we have enough on our team, but maybe there's someone else in town looking for help.
Sounds good. Just out of curiosity, if there is anything, we have our ears to the ground, so if there's anything that you do need help finding, we're happy to help you. We're just going to be standing right over here, and
You point in different directions.
we'll just be having our own conversation over here, totally separate from your conversation.
Have a nice one.
Sounds good.
Nice to meet you.
The bugbear nods. Yes, you too. Yes.
And he looks back at Old Drum and he goes, all right, one more time. all right.
One for the road.
One for the
Bye,
road.
Aldrin.
Bye, Old Drum.
Bye.
So I feel like, I don't know, should we like try to listen to their conversation?
Maybe we should go hide somewhere
That's a good idea.
follow.
I think that's a great idea. I think we need to find a good hiding spot.
I think you might be right. What hides?
What do we?
Our bodies.
What's a good
They're
body?
large.
And we look around the room. Do we see anything right away that like we're like, yes, this is it. This is our hiding spot, or
There's a couple of other empty tables. There is on the right side of the room, or from where you're standing from the far side of the room from where you are. You're still sort of by the door. There's a fireplace, like a mantle and a fireplace. You could, if you were on one side of the mantle, you could sort of hide next to the bar and be like invisible there. But it's not much of a hiding place from where you are at the moment. But yeah.
also how loud are they being, like with their whispers?
They're being pretty quiet, and the main conversation as you walk away, the main conversation that you can hear now is the couple that were poring over that map. You can hear them a lot more than their conversation.
Are they
as
talking about
resume.
anything interesting?
The
couple with the
The
map.
couple. Roll a perception check. for that.
Ah,
Can I give you advantage?
you bink? I don't need it, man. That was a natural 20.
Whoa! You are on fire with it. It's like ones or 20s here.
Ones or 20s.
It's like
I'm
there's
all
no
or
in
nothing.
between.
A natural 20. You can hear very clearly it unfortunately doesn't sound like they're talking about anything that interesting. It looks like they're like trying to plan out their itinerary. You can see as you're a little bit closer now, you can see that it's one of those like touristy maps like on a piece of parchment that's like laid out ornament, and you can actually see like the geography now of the cross and how the cross like opens up on one side of the cross. It looks like the yard is where you are now, and then it looks like the couple there. It's two Triton folks, and the Tritons are part fish folks. And they looks like two male presenting Triton. And one of them is saying, Neris, look, it's on the far side of the cross, and we're on the wrong side. We should get over there. We can make it before nightfall. And it says they have an all-you-can-eat buffet before nightfall, before sunset, and then after that it's pay what you or pay as you go. And the other Triton says, we've already eaten, so we've eaten our weight in food already on the cruise over here.
I turn and I say, look, I know we have to look for this thing, but did you hear that about the
You can
all-you-can-eat
eat?
buffet?
Let's get it,
Let's
man.
get that. That
Okay,
might be
should we
good.
leave?
Maybe we should, I don't know, maybe we could go talk to them and, I don't know, ingratiate ourselves to them.
Okay,
and-
I like to ingratiate myself.
Yeah, let's go ingratiate
Okay,
ourselves
let's,
to them.
Excuse me, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Just
yes.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah?
We want all the food.
We heard you
The
talking
buffet.
about the buffet,
We
and
thought, yum.
yeah, that sounds.
Could we join
amazing.
you?
Oh, this is unexpected. I mean, Tempore, do you think we can? I'm sorry. This is my fiance.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you.
So you're
Thank
a
you.
very sweet couple.
Thank you. We're here a little bit of a retreat before, the actual, all the sort of engagement party and, wedding planning, all of that. We sort of wanted a moment to get away for ourselves. But I'm Timbore. This is Neris, as I said. You are...
Barbie, the barbarian.
And I'm
Wonderful.
Todd.
Hi, Todd. Wonderful. We don't know you.
Oh, that's
That's
true.
fair.
That's
That is a
correct.
fair problem
Yes.
to have.
Yes. So unfortunately, you're very kind. I mean, everybody's welcome to do what they want in Ornament. You can go where you will. But we're sort of here on vacation. We want to.
Oh, you gotta be couple times.
Of course, yes, of course. But it is very nice to meet you.
Well, it's nice to meet you too. We're actually here on business. We're
Yes,
trying to
and
conduct some business. We're trying to find some things for some people.
what are you trying to find?
For our dear friend Alistair. Well, I don't know. Should we tell him?
A cake.
A
Should we
cake.
tell
Well,
him?
we were looking for
We're
cake.
looking
We're
for
always
cake.
looking for cake.
There was we are talking about the all-you-can-eat buffet at the. They
really
may have
gotta go
cake.
there.
What kind of cake is it?
Well, any cake. I mean, any kind of cake.
A specific cake though that we're trying to find.
Yes.
We're trying to.
It's
want.
The cake is called a glass menagerie.
That's the one.
As you say, glass menagerie. Make a insight or perception check, you two.
Both of us.
Both of us?
Yeah, both of you.
All right. Let's see here.
13.
What was it? 13?
13.
Sorry, I'm deciding on what a natural one.
Todd doesn't notice anything, but Barbie, you as Todd says glass menagerie, he's looking expectantly at the couple for an answer, Timbori and Neris, and they sort of a glass menagerie. They do this sort of similar thing. I've not heard that word before. They sort of go into their own world for a moment. You feel behind you the conversation of the 5 people that you just met. Their conversation stops.
Hey Todd, I think we should go.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Guys, it was so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
Yeah, sorry, wonderful to
Enjoy your
meet you as
wedding.
well. Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. We're
Goodbye.
excited to. Oh, well, yes, we'll see you soon.
And as you turn to leave, you can hear chairs scrape the floor. The table turns, and you see the Dragonborn go. So you're looking for the glass menagerie.
Well, now who wants to have a conversation with who? Very interesting, sir.
The Dragonborn from their there's like a side pouch that they have. She pulls from the side pouch a small crystal ball.
That looks like glass.
That looks like a glass menagerie right there. Is that what I think it is?
What do you know about the glass menagerie?
Oh.
What do you think we know about the glass menagerie?
What?
Exactly. Oh, we got it.
I'm thinking you don't know anything about it.
Look, all I know is that we're here to find the glass menagerie, and we're not leaving without it.
Oh, is that so?
That is so.
Yep.
And you should.
Vilka, and you see the orc woman look up, and she goes, "Oh, everybody out!" And you see the 2 Triton run out. The older woman that you sort of pushed out of their table, it's time to get going, and she runs out too. Rosie just hides behind the bar.
To the couple, can I be like, congratulations again, good luck, I hope
really
everything goes
nice
well.
wedding.
Have a
Thank
great
you
wedding.
so much. Neris peeks his head back in. Thank you so much.
Sorry about the fish and chips, we didn't mean it.
As the door locks behind, Vilka she exits and locks the door behind her. You hear a click in the door. The Dragonborn Stamper is holding the what is presumably the glass menagerie, a round crystal ball, to your faces. I'm gonna need you guys to roll an ish.
I'm gonna do it physically.
Oh boy. I rolled for all of them already. Barbie, what'd you get?
14.
14.
Ooh.
Todd.
And are we, remind me, sorry, I apologize.
There should be an initiative bonus right at the top of your sheet,
Gotcha.
but it is your dexterity modifier.
Dex motto, okay. So I'm going to give you, sorry, just loading up for me here.
Loading.
Loading, we love technology.
While this is loading, I just have to note, we're going to fix this later, but Todd's character sheet says Josh Hurley as the character.
There's a lot of similarities here, folks. Let's not try to...
The line is blurred.
There's no
between
gilding this
Todd.
lily. It's just, it is as it is, and
Yeah,
this is who
it is
I
one
am.
lily.
Yes, there's only one lily here, and it is Todd and Josh. But having said that, I'm real proud of myself because I got myself a nice 5.
A gentleman's 5.
Gentleman's 5.
Wonderful. Okay. Cool. You have rolled initiative. Here at the top of initiative, I'm going to add one extra sort of layer to this battle. In addition to, you can make combat choices, violence, but you also have been charged with getting the Glass Menagerie, which is this crystal ball that the Dragonborn currently holds. It's going to be a bit of a keep-away game as well. And I will warn you at the top as well, you do need to protect it, and if you get it away from them, you need to protect it. You need to keep it from dropping.
Noted.
Okay, good to
So
know.
that's a nice note. Meaner DMs wouldn't tell people that, but I don't believe in DMs being a-holes, so
Nice.
tell your players info that they will need to have fun.
Thank you.
Yes, we thank you, DM.
Your minis need to be placed. Amanda, do you want to explain? We thought it would be a wonderful little bit of storytelling for the characters to before we give them official, Dwarven Forge or whatever minis, that they would just find something from home to represent their character. Amanda, what's Barbie represented by?
She's a little happy slinky. She's a little wobbly and happy to be here. She's doing great. Here you go.
She's dainty, but in the resting position, very strong.
Slinking around this dapper dragon.
Nice. Slinking.
They would be right next to,
By
pretty
the
much there.
door,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
We were headed out.
Yeah. You were starting to head out. You were starting to
yes.
head out, and then they are cutting you off, basically.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
great. Got it.
Cool. And Josh, what is Todd being played by?
All right, Todd is being played. I looked around. There were a few things here and there, but we found this and we thought that it was kind of nice. Like, I feel like it's got a little bit of Todd's personality on it right there. I don't know if you can see, but he's a little batty. He's a little batty. Cool. He's a little goofy. And he's got his nice greatsword with him here too.
Incredible.
Looks just a little phallic.
Just a little phallic. Yeah, I mean,
It should always look a little phallic.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
In his case, it's a so-so sword.
Yeah.
Helping.
It's very, very dwarfed in comparison. Cool. At the top of initiative, the kobold runs 30 feet and ducks behind the bar. You hear Rosie give a little scream, but the kobold just great. Yeah, get to use the door.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
so good.
That's really cool.
I was very proud of that one when I made it. Hi, Adam.
Hey.
Adam's the mage hand. Adam's the mage hand.
We look
tonight.
up, we're like, who's the giant who just moved that door?
It's one of the old gods. But you hear the kobold from behind. Rosie gives a little shriek as somebody joins her behind the bar. But the kobold goes, "I'm open, boss!" And as they duck behind the bar, ending their turn, they're probably, presumably, they're holding an action. You have the option of holding an action in D&D in combat. So presumably, it's safe to assume that they probably are holding something. The Dragonborn goes next. They no look without moving. Free action to interact with an object. They toss the Glass Menagerie behind them. No look, but they have advantage on this.
So you just toss it sort of willy-nilly without...
Yeah, they're tossing it generally behind them, it seems, towards where the kobold is. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff.
Oh,
That's what we like to see.
No, I don't like the sound of this.
I'm gonna give the kobold the other catch. Yeah, that's what we like. With a 21 throw and a 19 catch, you see the ball. You see the Glass Menagerie fly into the air, and it lands behind the bar. You just see a tiny kobold arm grab it, and it disappears behind the bar.
Very good.
Yeah, very good, but still not there. The Dragonclaw's going to advance towards Todd and take an attack. Todd, AC is
14?
14?
Yes.
17 on the die. So that hits, so we're gonna roll some damage.
But I have advantage on piercing. Is that right? Or not advantage?
You
but,
are not raging yet.
Oh,
so
right.
you will get that you will get that resistance when you're raging, but for now you take 6. Take that word. Make sure you own it. 6 points of damage
6 points
to
of
you
damage. All
as with the same arm, the dragonborn throws the ball, starts moving towards you in this with kind of blinding fast speed. Same arm draws their scimitar, slashes at you, and you get hit. Manage to draw your great axe, so your great sword. You have the great sword.
Mm-hmm.
You have the great sword. So you are now sword fighting with this dragonborn. Barbie, you are up. It is your turn in combat.
Ooh.
What would you like to do?
All right. Well, gosh, I am going to dash
You can
and
dash.
jump over the bar
What's
to
your
try
movement
and
speed?
tackle that. It is
I think you have plenty to get there.
30 feet.
30 feet.
2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna say you can get onto the bar,
Onto the bar.
or if you would like, you can make a athletics check to try and clear the bar.
Doing it.
Do it.
I try to clear the bar.
Give me a DC 15. You can roll
12.
with your that's athletics.
That's correct, with a +5.
You get onto the bar.
I get on the bar. Okay.
You're on the bar. You hear Rosie shriek again. Like Rosie's like tucked up underneath the bar, and she looks up. Oh, good lord! And the kobold is right underneath you. And they look up. They're holding the glass of menagerie, and they're gonna take their held action. They go hi, and fire a crossbow right up at
Oh my
you.
gosh. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Mean.
And so I have no action to be able to take.
If you want to take your bonus action
That
to
is what I
rage,
was
you
thinking.
can do that.
Okay, great.
With the first, what does Barbie's rage look like as they use this battle focus to put them into kill mode? What does it look like?
So she leaps up to the bar and she goes, she's just feeling a lot of big feelings, and especially when she hears Rosie's plea and she just feels very stressed and she wants to protect Rosie, but she also knows she needs this ball, and so she just feels the big feelings, and then she goes, and then she goes
Into a rage.
and
And
does a little hold on. What does it say?
For those at home,
Where's the
Barbie
word?
is a path of the wild soul, and so this is a barbarian whose rage has been fey touched and goes with a little bit of wild magic. What'd you roll on the D8?
I rolled a 1, which means
Go ahead and read. Go ahead and read what the 1 is.
so as I go, shadowy tendrils lash around me. Each creature of my choice that I can see within 30 feet of me must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage.
Incredible.
And I also gain 1d12 temporary hit points.
Oh.
Baby!
That's good.
Fantastic. That is insane. We love it. So Path of the Wild Soul. So these these.
I just rolled a 12. Sorry,
Okay,
that's
great.
my hit points.
No,
Keep
great.
going.
Wow.
Oh, is that for your hit points?
That's my temporary hit points,
Oh,
yeah.
fantastic.
This is D12, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
d12.
I'm just pulling the kobold back up here. Okay, so you can absolutely do that. The tendrils, these they look like these kind of phosphorescent green tentacles from the Feywild emerge from this shadowy, inky black, and then sort of light up the darkness that they are in. And they whip around. I'm assuming you want to attack the kobold and not Rosie.
That is correct.
Excellent. They all emerge from somewhere. You hear one of them emerge, and next to Rosie, one appears, and then sort of just bows respectfully, and then moves to the kobold. Is there? I didn't listen to the range. Is there within a certain range?
It's 30. So
30 feet?
It's 30 feet.
So I think you can. It was 30 feet from where you went, so you can get everybody.
That's what I was hoping you'd say.
Incredible. What sort of save are we doing here? It is.
It's Constitution, and
Okay. Well, these all suck at Constitution, so this is going to be great.
oh yeah.
I'll roll. You know what? I'll roll the kobold last. Let's do that. Go ahead then, and so it's damage. For a failed.
Yeah, sorry.
Save.
I lost my... Okay, wait, there it is. It's 1d12. Okay,
1d12.
that was the
so
thing.
go ahead and roll 1d12, and let me know what you got for that.
2.
2. Well, every little bit helps.
It could spook them. I spit a little. So.
Take it out. We'll take it out in post.
No, this is good. It's a fight. There's gotta be blood and spit.
She's
and tears in
raging.
this.
She's
Yeah.
raging.
It's real rage.
Mad.
This is really happening, folks. Yeah, exactly. Practical effects
Amanda,
just for you.
Does your Wild Surge list a DC that it has to save against? It should either in the feature or...
If the effect requires a saving throw, the DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your Constitution modifier.
So that's 2
Constitution modifier
plus...
is 4.
So it's 14?
It's 14.
Wonderful. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna... The Dragonborn fails. The Knoll fails. Thank you, Mage Hand. The Kalishtar fails.
Nice.
The Bugbear succeeds.
Damn.
And the
Pressure.
Kobold.
I can't follow that.
The Kobold. Oh no. The Kobold rolled a 14. Their con modifier is a -1, so they rolled a 13. So they also fail.
Yes.
So whatever you roll on the D12, those 4 are taking full damage for that, and then the Bugbear takes half. So what did you roll?
It was a 2.
It was a 2.
Oh, 2.
So 2 points to all of them. Great. Let's.
Would have been more fun to
damage.
roll higher, but
No,
that's
no,
okay.
Hey, you're just getting started.
I'm just warming up.
You did a 12 to get them all that damage.
No, the 12 was for my temporary hit points.
Oh, your HP, that's what it was.
Yeah, so now I'm just a bolstered.
So the Bugbear takes 1. Everybody else takes 2 damage as these tendrils rise from the pit of blackness that they were hailed from. As you sort of glow with the same phosphorescence as you rage, and the tentacles all lash out. You see the Bugbear manage to these retractable claws that it has slashes at the tentacle. It dissipates, but it manages to get off like one little sting. The others all take their damage. You, Todd, you can see like you're distracting the Dragonborn enough. You're in the middle of the sword fight and you just see like a tendril lash out at the just slap him on the side and the Dragonborn. Damn it! But they continue fighting you off. You are on the bar. You raged. That was your Wild Surge. You have an attack action if you would like to take it. So you can attack still.
Oh, great.
You have the Kobold in front of you.
I'm gonna wield my great axe. Whoopah!
Heck yeah.
And I get an 11.
11 total?
Yeah.
Yeah, you swing down. It looks like the tendrils actually get a little bit in the way, and the Kobold has moved further under the alcove of the bar. So it's like a death pendulum. You swing past the Kobold, and the Kobold just goes, "Ah!" As it holds on to the... What I'm going to do, though, because that is enough of a threat, I'm going to roll to see if he drops the glass menagerie.
Oh, shit.
17. He's fine. He holds on to it. But he, ending your turn, you want to stay on the bar? I think that's all you're...
I think that's all I can do, yeah.
All right. Then the Kobold is finally going to take his held action. He's going to fire up at you.
Yep, that's fair.
And... well, that's a 2. So that's a 6. So that misses. Fires up, just lands in the ceiling of the tavern. Ending your turn, ending the held action. The Kalishtar is going to go. The Kalishtar targets. He's going to target the one who released the tendrils. He's going to attack Barbie. You just see them from their like kind of relaxed stoner state. It's a little similar to a rage, but you see them like as they turn, their eyes hollow out and glow, and they just go. This ancient, forgotten tongue just emanates from them. I'm gonna need
Pictured like a boil.
like a lick of tongue, just like I'm gonna need you to make a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw,
Yes.
okay. And I'm just double checking. That's not straight. Okay, my rage, I was
Not
double
strength,
checking my
correct.
saving throw. Okay, wisdom saving throw. 3. Uh-oh.
A 3.
Yeah.
On a fail, you feel this new presence in your mind. You have a couple of voices in your head already, and you can hear like as the wild surge emanates, you hear that familiar voice from the fairy hollow say, "Yes, my child, yes. Reach into the powers that you have. You have all the potential you need. Wonderful, yes, embrace the darkness." And but now you hear a new voice that just goes, "Stop doing what you're doing. Not cool, man." And you take 6 points of psychic damage as this mind thrust spikes your mind for a moment, unsettles you, but you recover in a moment. The Kalashtar is going to stay where they are, ending its turn. The bugbear, whose claws are already drawn, is going to go next. The bugbear is going to, it doesn't seem fair, but this is what they would do. They're going to double team Todd. So the bugbear is going to join his partner, the dragonborn. And they get out their claws. That's just one attack, though.
He's
so
not.
do that.
I'm not being flanked, am I?
You're not being flanked. Flanked would give advantage. I just give advantage on a flanking. But with this, yeah, no additional bonus.
I don't know what that means.
Wait.
I think it's just like
If you're flanking it on the map, if they were on the exact opposite square of them,
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay,
like exactly like that, then the attacks get advantage. In the real rules, or in 5e rules, I think it's just a +2 or a +5 that you get to your attacks.
Not advantage. Okay.
Advantage is insane, but I like advantage. It's just easier.
So either foe or hero gets advantage for flanking.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, gets advantage. But the other thing that would grant them advantage is if they had pack tactics, which is like a feature that some things have. Fortunately for you, the two creatures you are engaged with at the moment do not have pack tactics, so they confer no sort of bonus. But they're gonna roll there and see what they got. That hits. That's gotta hit, right? 20, yeah, 21.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Where am I?
14.
D8s. You take 4 points of damage as one of the claws rips into you. You're being distracted by the Dragonborn. You're engaged in this sword fight, and this other, the bugbear just comes up and slashes you. And you're now like with your great axe, like blocking two opponents. Cool. The Gnoll is going to go, ending the bugbear's turn.
Oh, I'm gonna get some revenge. I'm gonna get. Just let you know.
The Gnoll seemingly from nowhere, like in its sort of erratic actions, you don't know where this came from, but suddenly it's just like spear, and it goes to throw the spear at Todd.
No. My buddy.
Don't hurt me. I'm fighting. You can't attack me when I'm fighting. What's wrong with these people?
That's a 12, so that misses, right?
Yes. Yep.
You see the spear drawn from hammer space sails wide as the Gnoll goes, you shouldn't have used a spear. It's not a throwing weapon. And it goes to, it is going to run towards the fireplace as far as it can get. I think it only has 30 feet of movement. I think it can get all the way there. Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah. Get out of here.
It starts to, it sort of positions itself to hide as well, to get itself out of the way. You hear it call out as well to the kobold. I've forgotten everybody's names. I wrote everything and then I forgot. I promptly forgot everything. Socks. Thank you. Yeah, I knew that. You hear Aldrum say, "Socks! Throw it to me!" And that ends its turn. Todd,
All right.
you're up.
Get it.
So I am fighting with our Dragonborn friend, correct?
You're engaged
And
with the
I'm also-
Dragonborn, and the Bugbear has come up to you as well.
Bugbear's come up to me. So, I'm going to, in the middle of our fight,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna yell out, I'm gonna try to like get a point where we like stop the melee action, and I just look in his face and I say, "Knock knock."
Oh, the Dragonborn? You're talking
Yeah.
to the Dragonborn? Who's there?
Ray.
Rehu.
Rage! And then
What does the rage? What does the rage look like, Todd?
and then I just take my finger and I go slow motion down onto my belly, my little outie belly button, and I push it, and then I'm like, "Rah!" That's my little action mode right there. Turns me on, and I turn into a rage.
I like to imagine as you enter the rage, your kind of beer gut, like it becomes an Inu belly button, and it becomes washboard 6-pack abs,
Yeah, exactly. Very very mechanical.
like
just
an Iron Man
Marty
nanotech,
notices, "Ooh!"
but just gives you a muscle body.
Total Recall face. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Todd enters their first rage here in combat.
Yes.
Go ahead, take your turn if you.
All right.
If you'd like.
So now that I've got a rage, I get +2, I believe, on my attacks, my melee attacks.
Yes.
And I will continue in my battle with the Dragonborn with my great sword.
Great.
And I will attack the Dragonborn.
Excellent. Go ahead.
Okay.
Swing away.
Let's see. Here we go. 11 plus the modifier, which is 5, I believe, right? So +5 here.
16.
Yeah, 16.
That definitely hits.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I get 2d6 plus 3.
Yeah, do it.
All right. Nice. Lovely. 1 and 4. So 5 plus 3 is 8.
Cool.
Oh, plus I get
you get
plus
the
2 for
rage,
my
yeah.
rage. Yeah, so 10.
So 10. Oh, great. Incredible work. You fly into this rage. The Dragonborn's a little thrown out, like whop! as you turn into this rage monster. They're blown back a bit. They brace themselves for an attack. As you come down to hit them, it kind of finds purchase on the where the shoulder meets the neck on this
Nice.
Dragonborn. You hear some of the scales like crack a little bit. Some of the leather armor they're wearing like slices off a little bit. And as you hit them, you can see, since you're familiar with it because of the rage, halves your piercing and slashing and bludgeoning damage when you're in a rage. Something similar is happening with the Dragonborn as well. But still, 5 points of damage. The Dragonborn's already looking hurt.
Oh, good. Okay.
So you have that. You're kind of in this like position. The Dragonborn's like dropped to a knee to like defend itself, and it's still like fighting from the floor as you're sword fighting. The bugbear is wheeling around to attack you from behind, but it'll do so on its next turn.
Gotcha.
Do you want to move anywhere, or do you want to just stay here with
if I move, it'll get an attack of opportunity, right?
They will both get an opportunity.
Yeah. So I might as well just hunker down and kind of just keep at it.
Fair enough. Ending your turn, I will, since it's the top of the round, I want to do this before it becomes relevant, because I also want to show this off. So when a combat ends in D&D, normally the coup de grace is heralded by a certain phrase, and it's always been a phrase that has been associated with D&D and with like tabletop for years. But a certain sort of popular D&D show that you may have heard of it. I don't know. It's kind of the biggest Kickstarter of all time. You know, a lot of stuff, a lot of legendary stuff. But Matt Mercer, the DM of Critical Role, it's sort of become synonymous with him and with Critical Role. So how do you want to do this? We didn't want to say how do you want to do this. We were kind of going back and forth. Do we come up with our own phrase? Do we come up with our... And we're sort of all improvisers, so we thought, well, let's do a different one every time. And so I had the cast submit their death phrases that would replace how do you want to do this. And Amanda made the death box.
That is amazing.
Which is a mimic, and there's a dragon here.
Made by Damon.
Yes. Shout out to Damon. It's a death box. So I'll just when we reach the end of combat, I'll have one of the players narrate. I'll segue to one of the players narrating their last kill with one of these phrases. If you have phrases of your own that you want to have read, we'll shout you out. Get on those. Get on your typewriters, nerds. What? Is that how? Do we use that right?
Dear sirs, I do not use a typewriter. Ding!
I'm running D&D on a typewriter right now. Is that how it works? Anyway, so that may become relevant in a moment. But the kobold is going to go. It's top of the round again. The kobold is going to peek their head out and is going to throw towards the knoll. Now, I'm going to offer you a choice here, Barbie. You can attempt to, I'm going to allow you to use your reaction. You can take an opportunity attack because it's going to move to try and get in a better position to throw it. So you can take that opportunity attack. That's wonderful. That's your usual reaction. But I'm going to add for this specific thing, you can try to intercept it.
That.
You want to try to do that?
I want to try to intercept it.
Heck
So
yes.
I'm going to make it a contested roll. So the kobold is going to roll dexterity.
Okay.
You're going to roll dexterity. I'm going to allow you to either use your athletics bonus or your acrobatics bonus to a d20 roll.
I use my athletics. She's going. It's like baseball. She's
Yes.
gonna snatch.
Fantastic. Using a strength-based skill check, you do have advantage on that since you're raging.
That's correct.
So you have advantage on this roll. Let me know what you get. I'm going to let you know now. The kobold has a +3 on their dex.
15.
It's 15. Okay. That was at advantage?
Yep.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Kind of low rolls.
A little bit of a low roll, but the kobold's kind of been rolling like crap. That is a 10 total. It rolled a 7. So the kobold goes Aldrum and goes and throws it, and you barely leaves their hand. You just like palm this ball. The glass menagerie is in your possession right now, Barbie. So you have that. You are using your. You're gonna put it away. You can put it away if you want. Cool. The kobold goes, shit, and just slowly goes back to hide behind the bar. You've used your reaction, so unfortunately you won't be able to attack him. But he ducks behind the bar again, and you see him sneak across. So he's on the into the corner. Towards the.
That's so good.
Um,
I'm so glad we have it in our possession too. I'm so to do that.
That is ending the kobold's turn. The dragonborn is going to go. The dragonborn from the floor is going to kind of slash at your legs, Todd. So he's going to go with a weapon attack. That's a 21 to hit. Let's do a d6. This is going to be halved, whatever this is, because you are now raging.
Right.
Raging.
Rager.
Christopher Walken's here to DM your game. So it's 7 points, so it's rounded down, so 3 points of damage to you.
Great, okay.
It does slash at kind of your legs. You don't have really a way of blocking that. You kind of try to move your axe down in a way, but he's she's immediately going back up to your head, so you have to go and block that. Way more important. You take a couple of slashes on the legs.
Gotcha. Ouch.
Ending the dragonborn's turn. Barbie, it is your turn. Does the wild surge, does that happen again, or it just happens when you initially rage, correct?
I believe it's when I initially rage.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that
This
seems
is a-
insane if it does it
I
again.
don't think. Yeah, because the idea is the surge. It's like the.
Correct, yeah.
Let me just do one.
I
quick-
think there's, I'm going to have to...
when you enter your rage, yeah.
Yes, okay, great. I'm going to have to review the table because I feel like there is one that's this is up as it keeps going. One of the other
Oh,
D8
it's
rolls.
a sustained
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
No, the number one is just an initial
Cool.
that sound effect.
What was that name?
Oh,
That exact sound effect. It is your turn. Go ahead. What would you like to do?
Okay, I am going to. I'm gonna turn around, and my buddy Todd is getting just wrecked,
Just
and
wrecked.
I'm not
You.
having it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw him a javelin,
Throw your javelin.
and I'm gonna throw it. My ice line. Yeah, I'm throwing
You
it
have
at
you
the-
have both. You have both in your eye line. The dragonborn is closer. What's the range on the javelin? I think it's 20.
It
20 feet?
is 30.
Oh, it's 30. Great. Yeah, you can hit both of them.
Yeah, it's 30. I have a question.
Yes.
Would I have noticed the same thing that Todd noticed in the Dragonborn not getting the full piercing damage moment?
You
Or
weren't
would I
facing
have,
it?
I wasn't facing. Okay, yeah.
So
you're right.
I think you wouldn't know that at the
I
moment.
wouldn't know that. Would I have any insight into Dragonborn, generally speaking, as a race?
You can roll an insight check if you
I'm
want.
gonna roll an insight
Yeah.
check.
Let's find out.
11.
11. I would say, yeah, you probably read about. I think you've read about the Dragonborn.
But I wouldn't maybe have the insight to know that it might not be full.
Thing, yeah.
And then javelin to the Dragonborn.
Do it.
Here we go.
Who knows? Maybe you hit a weak spot.
It's a solid 26.
Yes.
That for sure hits.
Jeez.
Yeah. That sinks hard into the back of the
Can you roll for
Dragonborn.
me?
Roll your damage,
Like, my goodness.
Barbie.
My damage is 10. Oh, wait, sorry, 12, because that's a strength.
Because that's strength, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. Melee damage
Oh.
with strength weapons. That's melee. That's not.
That's melee. It works, right?
No, it's a ranged.
No, that's throned.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be. So never mind. So just 10.
Just 10?
Just 10.
Melee counts only if you're in the space right next to them, or is it 30
I believe
feet?
it's gotta be
Melee's,
within.
melee's, yeah, within melee range, so within like 5 feet of you.
5 feet, gotcha.
Barbie,
I killed a thing!
Yeah!
we get to read the first one. Oh, God. I guess Barbie would be saying this. What do you and my homemade jerkin have in common? Both died by my hand.
Oh, come on
Submitted by Josh Hurley.
Excellent.
now. Come on now.
I need to say it. What do you and my homemade jerkin have in common?
What?
Both died by my hand. Whoopah!
Describe what happens as the javelin leaves your hand.
I feel like the rage is still there. There's so much energy, and I'm so mad for my friend Todd, and I just pour all of those emotions into that javelin, and it just flies so true and quick and fast and goes right into.
As it releases from your hand, you feel some surge of that magic like leave your body as well. One of those guiding tendrils like leaves, and you can see it sort of holding the javelin and guiding it towards its target, and it sails across the floor, and you just hear a as it like lands in this Dragonborn shoulder. You hear the Dragonborn just cry out and scream. The Dragonborn doesn't have a weapon, but the Dragonborn have this mechanic in general. You see it writhe in pain as it shoots its head back. You see fire like burst from its mouth as it dies. The Dragonborn expires. Just this fire becomes like a puff of smoke and sulfur. The sulfur in front of your face, Todd, like dissipates. And the Dragonborn is dead on the floor.
Oh.
So then I say real fast, so let that be a lesson to all of you. We don't want to fight you. We're gonna leave.
Make an intimidation check, please.
Yeah.
And do it at advantage. You just killed their leader.
Yeah, I did.
Not only that, but can I just point out the fact that she, within just a couple turns, snatched it out of the air and then killed their leader with like nothing. Like she's just like, like
Barbie's
blinking an
having
eye.
a great day. Barbie's feeling
Barbie's
great.
top of the world.
Let's see.
Hell tendrils.
I got a nat 20. It's so intimidating.
It's amazing. Oh my gosh.
All right. You know what? With a nat 20, this is what happens. The Dragonborn dies in a gout of flame as it hits the floor. Its scimitar clangs and clashes to the ground. The bugbear stops, and you see its claws just slowly like just like inch back into their hands. They turn to the knoll. Aldrum, let's go. Socks, we're leaving. And then you hear him call towards the door. Vilka! And you're right, the bugbear's right next to the door, so you just see him start knocking on the door to like let them out. You can hear like jangling on the other side, like Vilka, sorry, I already forgot what key it's supposed to be. As they retreat, they are retreating, I'll say with a nat 20, they leave the bar peacefully. They just go with not a lot of trouble. We don't want trouble. The Kalishtar, like their eyes return to normal. Oh, sorry. We'll get out of your hair. You never saw us. Don't worry about it. You could see they come back in, dragging the Dragonborn with them. Like, sorry. And the Kalishtar like leans back in. Sorry, Rosie. Sorry about that. Rosie goes, it's fine. It's fine. With a nat 20, the kobold, as they leap back over the bar and they leave. Rosie looks up at you, standing on the bar. You look back at her and she goes, he peed his pants. He was so scared. And the gnoll stops with a nat 20. The gnoll looks back at you guys and goes, Can I go with you guys? You guys seem like you have it way more together. I can tell you about the Glass Menagerie if you like.
Maybe we'll just take him up on it.
Yes,
And then
absolutely. If we could get a massage also. I'm a little tense, and I let go of my rage.
You come down from the rage.
And I say, yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think you better come over here and start doing some explaining if you want to live.
Hey, Todd, take it down maybe just a notch.
His boss smells
We
like
already
farts.
won.
I'm not in a great position
I'm
right
sorry.
now.
No, are you okay? Are you feeling okay? You got a little beat up there.
Look.
I got real mad about it.
Thank you. I have to say, whatever just happened over there was pretty amazing.
Oh,
and
thanks.
that was some awesome fighting, I have to say.
Wow.
I'll be honest, I was
Yes.
kind of in a little bit of a pickle here. And
Well, I mean, they were ganging up on you. It was pretty mean.
yeah,
That was awesome. That was so cool.
Oh,
Thanks, man.
That was so cool.
Oh, and
Yeah.
hey, Rosie, sorry about all the fuss.
Rosie sort of comes back up. Hi, we're used to it. We're used to it. We try, when the Dapper Dragon was just the hole in the wall. Well, there was a lot more fights.
Okay.
So happy to not have many more fights, but we're happy to, if you don't mind, if you don't mind clearing out.
Oh, sure, we'll go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We have to get a few things repaired, and we'll be all right. But thank you so much for coming and visiting the Dapper Dragon.
You're welcome. Thank you for being so nice.
So accommodating.
Sorry for the scary.
And I'll say the touch of honey in the
Was
drinks
so
was lovely.
Tell
it
your
was
friends.
delightful. Oh, we
we
absolutely
will. We have those
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends.
No rolls necessary. She just sort of gives you like a oh honey pained look and just says, "Of course you do," and they're wonderful, I'm sure. All right, see you soon, Bobby. Bye, Todd. Bye. Bye, Aldrum. New friends. I've got new friends. It's great.
Come on, Aldrin.
Quick question: where we
Yeah.
if we realize that they're dragging everyone outside the front, right? Maybe we should go. Should we go out the back? Like
Out
I
a
don't
window?
I don't want.
Do we
them
want to
see
just
where
and
we're
I
going.
break a window?
Rosie
I love
goes,
after all of our
all right,
Rosie.
well,
Yeah.
all right. Sure, all right. Defenestration often happens. Sure, you can leave through a window. You guys leave through a window. The knoll just like starts pulling out their own like belongings. It's like, cool, breaking stuff, gah! And just like starts like breaking like paintbrushes and like other things that they have.
Bud, hey, take a big breath.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's just like those are your things.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He gathers up the scraps. The Glass Menagerie is a cursed magical object. Oh,
And
yes,
I take
you
it
have
out of my boobs.
You have it in your titties. Great. It's a good place for it.
Can Todd go? I can put it in mine too. And he puts it right here, and he's like, "See?" And he just goes like,
You absolutely can. He says, yes, it's very dangerous if you drop it. What basically, we think it's some sort of portal to a pocket dimension, and it summons a specific creature. But it could be anything. Hence the name, a menagerie of animals. Could be anything. But some of them are very hard to tame. Some of them are, they don't listen. They're very wild creatures. And the other thing that's a little cursed about it is that we don't quite know if the animals are being pulled from another place where they did exist, and we don't know how to return them to that place because we can't go. We try to get them back into the ball, and it's very hard to get them back in the ball. The ball's really small.
Got it.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I think so.
Thank
That was
you.
so
That's
very
Don't
important.
let
really
it break.
concise.
Don't
You're
let it
very
break
smart.
open. Don't let it.
Oh, you mean like the
We'll be
time you
really
were throwing
careful.
it back and forth with your buddies over
Yeah,
there?
that was a little
We know how to
dangerous.
handle it. We're trained professionals.
Oh, of
Reckless, in
course.
fact, although I'm trying to
Right.
be more reckless, apparently.
That's true, but I felt like that was a nice combination of recklessness and
control.
Yeah,
I think that's our duo name.
that was reckless and control.
Reckless control.
I
Reckless
like
control.
you guys.
I
I
like
really
you.
hope you're not figments of my imagination.
I don't think we are.
I don't think
Cool.
we
I
are.
don't feel like a figment.
No.
You want to hit up that all-you-can-eat buffet before you leave?
Yes. Yes.
My God, do we
Yes.
ever?
As you stuff the Glass Menagerie back into your bra, or I don't know,
Bosom
Yeah.
area.
whatever you're wearing on your
Gently nestled by titties.
chest. Sure. Your newfound friend, the Noel the Oldrum, the Oldrum Noel. What? The Noel Oldrum. I'm drunk. They sort of they're much shorter than you, so they put their hands like the best they can over your shoulders, but it's really just like kind of around your legs, your waist. Yeah. And they're like, new friends. You two barbarians walk off into the sunset towards the all-you-can-eat buffet.
And can I turn to the Nolan and I say, look, I know you've been wanting to do it, so you could do it one more time.
Thank you. And the sounds of squeezing muscles invade into the nightlife here in Ornament. And we're going to go ahead and end there. We'll see you guys next time for bonus action.
We did it!
We did it!
You did it! You have succeeded on your odd job.